Hey you guys, it's Anne Marie. Happy Marvelous Monday. Bow chicka bow bow. I hope everybody is having a great start to the week. I'm having a great one. I didn't leave the house today on purpose. Something told me not to, and so I stayed in the house all day. Besides coming in and out, being outside, but anyway, I thought we'd pull some cards to get some messages of clarity for those of you who would like it. Onto all four corners of the earth, all four elements, humbly with gratitude. Calling to my high vibrating ancestor spirit, God's divine being, the source of light energy, that is the highest and greatest good. Thank you, Mother Earth. Thank you, Mother Gaia. Horse, journey, ambition. Firefly, simplicity, childhood. Spirit just told me to switch. Okay. Story here, so just bear with me. Okay, so here we go. All right, so here's horse, journey and ambition. Firefly, simplicity, childhood. And as soon as I saw that, I put my stones on. Here's my cards on blew away. Spirit led me to pull from my child deck, my childhood trauma deck, inner child healing deck, sorry. Because this is about a journey that you're on. And there's ties to your childhood here about this journey that you're on. So number 18, it's okay to be misunderstood. Perception is not always based on the truth. That's true. There'd be 9, and this is 25, which would be 7. Listen. Your inner child has something to say. That's exactly why we pulled this deck. I pulled these cards from this deck. Spirit is wanting you to go on a journey back to your childhood. A few deep breaths. Exhale out the bottom of your feet. Inhale light from the divine above. Exhale out the bottom of your feet, releasing everything negative. Spirit is wanting you to take a journey and to think back into your childhood where you felt the most misunderstood and not heard. Think of a specific moment where you were misunderstood and not heard or not validated. What does that feel like? Step into your inner child. You are presently at that age, whether it's 5, 6, 7, whatever age it is, and sit with that for a moment. If you need to pause this, pause. Spirit really wants you to be in this energy right now. I don't know why I'm getting upset. I don't know why I'm crying. I'm feeling this, like, when you get into that space, I want you to ask your inner child, what about this situation made you feel unsafe and unlovable and or unworthy? Who were the caretakers or the adults around you that misunderstood you and didn't listen to you? Where are those adults now? Are they in your life? Have they passed away? Spirit is wanting me to ask this because sometimes we may not realize this, that in our adult lives, when we don't heal certain aspects of our childhood and we still have these adults around that abused us, and abuse doesn't always mean hitting. There's so many subtle and undercover type of abuse and neglect that happens to children, and we're more aware of it now than what we have been in the past, so that's a good thing. But especially if you're someone who's Gen X like me, parents really just kind of left us to our own demise. Spirit is saying that by still having certain people in your life are either recreating the trauma or preventing you from healing from this trauma of feeling misunderstood. If these adults aren't in your life, think of the other people. I'm saying adults, like hopefully you don't have any kids as friends. This is 18 and over. And there's the damn cardinal. Damn, every day I come out here, every evening I come out here, and this cardinal comes right here and just sits there and watches me. Okay. And I recorded that and showed you because that's a sign for me, a confirmation from my ancestors. So let it be a confirmation to you, if you wish. Take what resonates. This is a heavier read, I know. What people in your life emulate or remind you, when you think about it, of those adults who didn't keep you safe or didn't protect you or who misunderstood you or didn't validate you or listen to you as a child. Sometimes we end up with certain individuals in our life that remind us, and we may not realize it, or they play the similar role that someone different did in our childhood. Is that making sense? Sorry, I'm getting tongue-tied when I start to channel. There's individuals in your energy that have the same characteristics as your caregivers when you were a child. You may be wondering why you're stuck in certain cycles with people. You may be knocking heads with people or not getting along with people, or not people, but like certain individuals, okay? It's replaying a cycle possibly of some unhealed trauma from your childhood. And that's what I was feeling. This is the journey. Excuse me. This is the journey that Spirit wants you to go on right now. To start to look at the people in your energy right now and your relationships with them. Friendships, work relationships, community relationships, family, romantic, all of it. And look at these relationships. Are there any parts of these relationships that reinforce the negative programming that was placed upon you as a child? If abandonment was something that was big in your childhood, do you have people in your energy that don't show up for you? People you really can't rely on, or when you really need, someone to lean on, they're not there for you as you've been there for them, which in turn reinforces the abandonment wound or feeling unlovable, or the feeling of being misunderstood. If you felt like you were misunderstood as a child and you have people in your energy that you feel that just don't hear you. They listen, but they're not really hearing and paying attention to what you're saying. And so you feel misunderstood a lot. I'm just giving a few examples so you can really dig deep and think about these individuals in your life that are recreating these traumas from your childhood. This is the journey Spirit wants you to take on. And Spirit is saying that once you start to really recognize how certain patterns in your life are patterns from unhealed trauma for some of you from your childhood, you will then start to recognize why you've been maybe stuck or stagnant in a certain cycle in your life. It's only for a select few. It's okay to be sad. Don't give yourself a break. Sometimes we just need to recognize things and acknowledge them in order to be able to work through them and heal them. And that's what Spirit wants you to do. The ambition that you have at work, Spirit wants you to have the same ambition on this journey back into your childhood and trace the roots back to where you felt misunderstood. And then look in your current situations, your current relationships and connections, and see which of those connections are reinforcing those things. And then heal from them. I hope you're healthy and happy and full of joy. I truly do. May you love and be loved. Heal. Don't harm. Have a great evening.